Hello everyone, welcome to the EV show by Ludicrous Feed. Today is Wednesday the 12th of November. Thanks for joining us. Should be a good one, lots to chat about as always. Thanks for joining us nice and early. For those of you who did, make sure you drop a comment. We've got some double passes to win tonight, as you can see in the pinned comment there. Hashtag electric for your chance to win one of 5 double passes to the Everything Electric show in Melbourne this weekend, the debut for the EE show. So yeah, hashtag electric, and make sure you are able to go as well, just to keep it honest and leave it for people who can. Hello to those who are watching on replay, hello as well, and make sure you drop a comment, and hello to you listening to us on audio podcast as well. Thanks for joining us. All right, well, let's say hello to our regular guests and hosts as always. Let's say hello first to Mr. Riz Akhtar. Hello Riz, how are we?
Hey Tom, yeah, good. There's just quite a few interesting things we'll cover on the show tonight. Some recent sightings, some things happening in, around Australia, but yeah, lots happening. And then of course the Everything Electric that's nearly here. 5 passes, double passes to win, register, and you might see myself or Tom at the show sometime during the weekend.
We'll be there, that's for sure. Hashtag electric. We will be handing them out later on in the show this evening. So yeah, hashtag electric in the live chat there. Let's say hello to Roland, who's joining us this evening. Hey Roland, how's things?
Good evening. Hi Tom, Riz. Good evening all. Missed last week. Feels like a while now.
Yeah, we missed you. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Roland's YouTube channel, Zapped. There it is there. Link in the video description below as well, I think. I'm pretty sure. If not, I will make sure it's available afterward. All right, well, let's first of all kick off by saying thanks to our sponsors as always. There it is there, Hankook Driving Emotion, 70,000 kilometer warranty for their tires, Aion tires. They get a power shop as well if you want an EV charging plan, whether you want free charging during the day or 5 cents per kilowatt hour, I think at the moment for nighttime. Pick one of the 2 EV plans from Power Shop. And of course, thank you to Carlip as well. Thank you, Riz and Richard and team. Data to empower Australia's EV revolution. Good to have Riz on board. All right, gents. Let's kick off with the Everything Electric giveaway. First up, as always, let's quickly show the program that's on this weekend in Melbourne. Nope, not that one. This one, that's on this weekend in Melbourne. There it is there. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up very quickly. And I did not realize my face was on the program. I just noticed it before I jumped on, like, what is that face doing there? There it is. So I'll be there along with some other beautiful people there next to me. And yeah, lots to see, lots of cars to check out. Lots of talks to attend as well. I'm doing a couple of live reviews as well on stage, so it should be fun. And there's the floor plan. Had a quick look. Lots of cars, rears, lots of stands, lots of renewable stuff as well, not just cars.
Yeah, quite a few things there. Micromobility, cars, trucks. I'm quite excited about the trucks. They've got, I think, a Volvo, a Windrose, and a couple of others. They've obviously got Verizon with the vans. Plenty of test drives, and of course Savage Motorcycles as well is there, which is cool.
I can see Denza there too, making a bit of an appearance for the first time, potentially. Just noticed that. And that's Renault, isn't it? This symbol here.
Yeah.
So interesting. Should be good. Check out what's on there. There's a list of test drives as well. Denza B5 I can see in the mix. That's good.
So they're there.
Yeah. Nissan X-Trail, VW Buzz. Tesla's there too. That's good. Excellent.
Oh,
yeah. Should
be good.
JQ
Model
J6
Y performance.
Oh, hello. Good spot, Roland. Yes. See if I can zoom in.
Someone test drive it for me. I want a live review.
Roland spec. Someone get out there and do that.
That one in.
Very good. Yeah, well, this is not under embargo. The show asked me to talk about this, so this is definitely public, this program. So that's right. So there you go. A bunch of cars to check out this weekend. Should be good. All right, well, let's say hello to some of our regulars who've popped on the live. I can see, hello, Richard. Hello there. Seems to have forgotten. It's supposed to be spring. A bit cold today. Yeah, maybe to accommodate our UK guests. That's true. Hello, Murray. Nice to see you. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Gaffer. Hello, it's only Dale. Hello, Lewis. Nice to see you there. Hey, feverish Brisbane. Yeah, you're probably nice and warm up there, aren't you? Not jealous at all. Hello, Kit. Nice to see you. 5th birthday for Model 3. 60,000 Ks. Very good.
Ooh.
13 kilowatt hours per 100 Ks. That's very good. Very good. Hello, Jim from the Burbs. Hello, Sergio. Hello, JD. Hello, Strolling. Hello, Adam. Nice to see you all. Thanks for jumping on the chat nice and early. Richard asks, do you think the Tesla new thing at the show is Model YP? It probably is, I reckon.
Yeah, I also heard on the grapevine there's, don't know how much we're allowed to say, but there's Tesla's going to have a pretty big presence there. I think even bigger than everything electric in Sydney. So they've obviously got the new Model Y Performance. If you, I always wanted to sit in a German-made Tesla. So there we go. First opportunity we're going to get there. And like it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. Plenty of test drives. I think that's great. Like that's what really makes these shows quite exciting to go and attend and see. So yeah, look forward to those that can make it.
Yeah, as in real Tesla. I think so, Lewis. I think Tesla is there, as is BYD, so it should be good. So Riz, you've sat in my American-made Model S, just to compare notes with the German-made Model Y. No, we'll talk about that later on, I guess, once you get a chance.
Well, that's right. And I've still got my American-made Model 3. So, when I get bored with the Spectre and I want to see what, get a taste of what tariffs feel like, I sit in the Model 3.
It brings you back down to earth.
Yeah, that's right.
We're the mere mortals like us, hey? We'll talk about the Spectre a bit later on. I've got some news on that as well. All right, so that's everything electric. And Riz, let's talk about this, and Roland as well. Let's talk about the fact that the October sale figures came out. It came out after last week's show, so we might as well talk about it now. So BYD ahead of Tesla. Let's have a look at the figures. Let's scroll right down. So BYD C-Line 7 leading the way, 1,341 sales. First of all, overall numbers were down a bit, guys. What was it? 7.3%. Yep, thank you. Down from 11% last month. So have we peaked this year? I don't know. Maybe we have. But 7.3 is it up from last year?
It's definitely up in terms of where things have been. The first month of the quarter is always a bit of a lull, partially due to the Tesla cycles and the rest of it. But it is the highest uptake in the first month of any quarter so far. So 7.3 seems down, but if you look at what happened in January, April, and then July, it's getting up there. So the trend is definitely more sales, regardless of the time of the quarter that it is.
Good take. Yeah, signs are encouraging. Good to see ZEEKR 7X make its debut as well. 178 sales. That's 178 deliveries. I'm sure there'll be a lot more in the next few months as well. So that's good. Any surprises there in the top 12, guys? Let me see. VW ID4, that's good to see them in the mix. MGS5, hey, it's good to see.
Getting there. See, Tom,
I'm
just by you purchasing one, it's automatically lifted everything else.
The wave is coming. Sorry, Roland, you would say something?
I was going to say, I'm surprised we've seen the ID4. I still haven't seen many at all on roads. I think I've seen maybe one since it's released.
Yeah, seen a little bit in my area. A couple of ID5s as well, GTX. Yeah, well, you're right, not too many. Yeah, if you want a European car, there we go, an EV as
but
well.
Overall, good to see sedans still there. I know on the lower end with the Seal and the Model 3, but good to still see there's somewhat of demand on sedans.
Oh, absolutely.
Notable one, I think we touched on it last week because by that stage the Tesla sales were out and we looked at the Model 3 being where it is. I really like to see more sedans, in the mix of things. I know that's not what people are buying, but maybe with electric cars, a bit of a reset. Hopefully the Model 3 and the Seal sort of climb the ranks a little bit in the coming months. Model 3, of course, we're about to get the long range rear wheel drive. It would be really interesting to see what the market thinks of that car, because it's only a couple of grand more than the rear wheel drive standard range, and it's got 750 kilometers of WLTP range.
Yep.
So yeah, but I guess what I found interesting this month was actually the commentary right under there from uh, Federal Chamber of Automotive, whatever intelligence, whatever they call Tony Weber. He said this is confirming that people want hybrid and FEV cars.
Okay, that's his take.
So hybrids are delivering strong growth, and FEVs are gaining momentum. Um, And this comes off the back of, over the last couple of days, I've been getting some press releases from our friends at Toyota, making a few headlines. Hilux EV is coming, but not until 2028. Honda CHR electric is coming, but not until 2027. So they're telling people it's coming. It reminds me of Ford Ranger, where they were saying plug-in hybrid electric is coming 3 years ago. They had billboard ads. And it was just launched, I think, earlier this year or something. So they can keep dragging their feet, but I think BYD is going to give them a bit of run for their money.
Yeah, not just BYD. I reckon Geely with the Geely Star AMI. We know XPENG's released the G6 E-Rev. A lot of brands are bringing, the Chinese brands are coming as well with their PHEVs just to shake things up. So look, he's probably not too wrong. Like the FEVs still are popular in Australia, but interesting the admission here too. But petrol-only vehicles continue to lose ground. At least that's some admission from him too. Yeah. Oh well. We'll just keep an eye on it. How things go. Interesting too. This list here, I would say, what are we talking? Chinese brands. So Chinese made, Chinese made, Chinese. EV3, that's not Chinese made, is it? That's still Korean made. Yep. ID4, obviously German made. Tesla Model 3, Chinese made. ZEEKR 7X, Chinese made. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Chinese are still dominating the EV space. There's no surprises there. Yeah. Interesting times ahead. Michael's saying E-Rev's better than parallel hybrids IMO. Okay. All right. Richard saying Hilux EV 240Ks of range, nearly 100 grand. Yeah. A lot of money. And Sergio, I agree. Interesting to see how the C-Line 8 is going to sell. Getting cars on every front, yeah, including the Denza. I think Denza's cars are both hybrids, right? Both plug-in hybrids, the first two.
Yep. I would like to add, I think C-Line 8, watch this space. Next year, I think we're likely to get the fully electric version of that as well for anyone that's interested.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
And that, the first market it went to, the new, they call it the Tang L or C-Line 8. I think from all places was Uzbekistan. 810 kilowatts of power in that car. That's got that 1 megawatt charging. So
wow.
Tang L and Han L, both cars are amazing products. And yeah, so there is a bit of a countdown to us getting the fully electric one. But don't tell BYD I said this. So
don't worry, it's between you, me, Roland, and everyone else watching today.
That's right.
But in all seriousness, a 7-seater EV at an affordable price will certainly break the mold, right? Can't wait to see that.
So then, where does this leave the Model Y L? Because there's a lot of talk in China. People are frothing all over it on X in the US and Canada and Europe. So if we are to get a 6-seater, I mean, I don't know, family people, do we think that's, if it's priced just under the performance, let's call it, it's priced at 80 grand plus on roads, do you think that 6-seater would sell?
I'll say yes. If it came to Australia, people would buy it. Like, there's interest enough, I think, from what I hear anecdotally and just people online. So I think they would. But whether they do, I don't know. But I think they would still sell it. Tesla's got enough of a brand presence. Yeah. But maybe they will. Like, once the BYD brings their C-Line 8 electric, some other brands, Geely might bring their own 7-seater too, just to shake things up. Interesting times ahead. Yeah. You'll hear it first. Don't worry, guys. Here on Ludicrous feed. Now, speaking of Tesla, Roland, this might get you excited. So, Model Y performance spotted down under, heading to Mulgrave. Is that Riz's place?
It is. I took that photo. I had my runners on, And I was like, let's see how close I can get to the truck. And obviously, Victor mowed me down and then took a photo instead. So mine didn't make it made famous. But Roland, good pickup.
Yeah, nice.
It's definitely performance. You got the badge, you got the spoiler, the brakes. You can see they've covered the wheels, the rear bumpers, the ones that sticks out a bit more with the rear diffuser. So that is 100% the performance. So for all you people in Melbourne near Mulgrave, probably see it soon.
Lewis asks, is it being stolen? No, I don't think so. Is it tempting you, Roland? That's the question. That's my next question.
It's always tempting. It's always tempting, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to drive it first and see.
Yeah.
It's good to window shop, huh?
Yeah, always good to window shop. I won't deny that. But the issue is when you like cars that much, even if I bought one, I'd be thinking about what to get next.
That's right.
Never satisfied.
Now,
Yeah.
Roland, quick one. Now, this is, of course, has been tested by Tesla at the iconic Nürburgring track. So basically, they knew that, you might be really interested. So they made sure they tested it for you before it got here. They're even building it in Germany for you. So I reckon, it's tempting. You might have to avoid all Tesla showrooms at the moment.
I know. I'll just go as far as recording the content. I won't do a test drive.
I think you need a test drive. That's part of the deal. And then
course
not buy
I'll go
one.
for a test drive. Yeah. I'll
The
just
challenge.
not jump on the Tesla website after the test drive.
That's right.
I am sure it's going to drive amazing and it's going to be crazy quick, especially with the pedal response and everything. But just give it to us already.
If the performance Model 3 is anything to go by, this will be a winner for sure. Agreed. Yeah, very nice. We'll keep an eye on that. If you see any spottings of that, please send it our way. We'll amplify it for you guys on the show. Just sticking with Tesla for the time being, of course, in China, long range Model Y, longest ever range Model Y, 821 kilometers CLTC, so maybe around 700 again, long range rear-wheel drive. If you don't want the Roland spec, then you can have a long range rear-wheel drive Model Y. This could be tempting as well.
Yeah, 700 and I'm predicting 730 Ks of WLTP range. If the Model 3s, what is it now? What was it? It was 830 kilometers. And when we got our version, it was 750 Ks of WLTP. So this is a little bit less, 9 kilometers less. But I'm, Model Y giving a bit more margin, 730 Ks of WLTP range.
Now, obviously, the ultimate range test would be Sydney to Melbourne, one stop. Even possibly no stops if hypermiling. But another range test I could think of was maybe Sydney to Canberra return, no charging. That's another possibility. Or Sydney, Newcastle and back. You probably could do that, actually, Sydney, Newcastle back. But if you can go Sydney to Canberra and back, that could actually be quite compelling for a lot of people. They don't want to charge in Canberra. They just want to quickly go down for the day, come back up, and be done, right? So this is potentially could be a game changer from that point of view. So yeah, I think Riz Roland, this could probably come to Australia, right? Given we've got the long range rear-wheel drive coming for Model 3, surely Model Y will get an upgrade as well. Or is it a downgrade? Because then you won't get the all-wheel drive long range. You'll have just the performance all-wheel drive.
Well, I heard from some friends within Tesla, one of the showrooms, that they were thinking that they were selling more long-range Model Ys than they were expecting when it was all-wheel drive. I don't think it was the all-wheel drive factor. I think it was more the fact that it's long range. Now, this thing is genuinely long range, so I think it's going to really help them get a few sales, especially if it's cheaper than the all-wheel drive long range, which is what happened to the Model 3. It's cheaper, the long range rear-wheel drive, than long range all-wheel drive.
Makes sense.
Be cheaper. You're losing a motor.
I know, right? And a second or two.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's right.
It better be cheaper, I agree. All right, one more bit of Tesla news, then we'll move on. Tesla redesigns the Semi, as they call it in America, Semi with Model Y style front. You can
Look
see
at that.
the lights, yeah. It's pretty cool.
So they're already iterating after giving it out to a couple of customers. I think the Nevada factory is supposed to go into mass production in 2026. So yeah, if and apparently there is even more focus now on autonomy than there was previously. So I guess with what they've done with, I guess, FSD version 14 in the US and all of those things going on, I feel autonomy is even more important in the trucking space than it is in car space. And the reason why is the trucking industry globally is struggling to get workers. Young people don't want to drive trucks. So if this helps them, young people be more interested in the trucking space, because it's easier and it's effortless. You're not surrounded by diesel and all the other oily bits that are around. I think this could be a pretty well received thing for North America. I know they're already wanting to sell semis in Europe. They were at the IAA last year, the head of the semi program, and now with this redesign, I think they've got global ambitions for this product.
Yeah, no, you're right, Riz. I mean, the trucking industry, it's if they can get a truck that can drive autonomously most of the time, then hopefully drivers can sort of monitor the truck rather than having to drive it, right? They could improve their awareness. That could be safer for everyone, for sure. Lewis says, great for school drop-off. I don't know about that, Lewis. Might be a tough sell.
I've
Yeah, a lot
had
more.
a bit of a play in the windrows. They were kind enough to let me be in the cabin as they were driving around a car park.
Mm.
And yeah, it's not much different to driving a Model 3. Being electric, it's pretty cool.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, the way they. I mean, if like the people say the Cybertruck drives very well for such a big car. I can't imagine the Semi being much different. I'm sure it's been designed well. Thank you, Rob S. Member for 23 months. That's almost 2 years. Thanks for the great show, guys. He says. Thank you. No, not that one. Sorry, makes me click sometimes the wrong one. That was not intentional, by the way. It's not a political show. And yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's just keep looking at the. Yeah, Gaffer says it's interesting that it's still got normal revision mirrors. I think they'd have gone for cameras and internal. Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought so too, right?
Wonder if that's to do with regulation in some parts of the US and other states where you may need mirrors as an essential thing for heavy vehicles. I'm not sure.
Possibly regulation, hey? All right, let's take a little break. I just wanted to quickly highlight again the Everything Electric show this weekend, guys. We're giving away 5 double passes, so make sure you drop in the comment hashtag electric for your chance to win. I could see already 13 entries, so you got a pretty good chance of winning tonight. I'm giving 5 double passes, which we'll draw later on in the show. So Everything Electric on this weekend. Alrighty, let's keep going. So we've got some BYD news now. Roland, you pointed out that the Atto 1 has been ADR approved. Hooray! That's good news.
Coming real soon. So all the specs matched all the spec sheets, so there's nothing to be concerned about. And you recently got Euro ANCAP 5 stars, so it's impressive for a tiny car.
That's very good. Okay.
Yeah. So good price, good safety from, I guess, initial view. So yeah, seems like something everyone's been waiting out for.
Yeah. 1,294 kilos. That's great for an EV. It's phenomenal. I wonder if that's the Essentials one, which is like, what, 30 kilowatt hours, right? Something small like that? Yeah.
I think it was about 100 kilos difference. Yeah, 1390.
Yeah. You'd have to get the that lime colored, right? It's like the iconic color for this car.
Highlighter.
For this guy, yeah.
Highlighter. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's cool. Haven't driven it yet, but yeah, I would love to take this around Sydney. It'd be awesome. Little zippy little thing. 30 kilowatt hours. What, 200 k's range maybe? 250?
220?
220? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably enough, I think, for the city. Charge it every day. Yeah, and good to see the Atto 2 also getting a ADR approval. There we go.
I don't know if it's any other specific BYDs, but I know my local one in Castle Hill will have the BYD Atto 2 on display to look at, I think, this weekend.
Awesome.
So I don't know if they're extending it out. So maybe if anyone's interested, hit up your local BYD and see if they've got it there.
If not, I know a couple of parking lots where they're got a few sitting around.
Just
Any
a
other
few.
theme parks like what's the one out west, Roland? The one, the water one. I could use that one. The former Australia's Wonderland site. Wet and Wild.
I forgot the name.
Raging Waters. Raging Waters.
Raging Waters. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's it.
Yeah. Lewis says, thank you, Roland, for stalking the ADRs. Yes, thank you, Roland, indeed. Lewis says the GAC Aion UT appearing in Colombia at around $32,000 equivalent, meant to compete with the Atto 1. I think the Atto 2, just back on that, I think that will be a nice space to compete against the EV3 from Kia, MGS5, that sort of small SUV.
Leaf Motor B10.
Yeah, that's right. It's very exciting. It's good that space needs filling out. Lots of medium-sized SUVs, but small SUVs is where it's at. What is an Atto? I think we've covered this many, many times on our show. It is a unit of time, very small unit of time. So, not an animal, not a sea creature.
Still think Seagull sounds better. Sounds so
totally.
much cooler. Like such a conversation starter, you know? It's like, what do you drive? Drive Seagull.
That's right, I'll be calling it a Seagull. Don't you worry. Atto 1 doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
It doesn't.
All right, let's move on. So we've got, speaking of Denza, here's a bit of Denza news. It's a picture of a Denza, but I think this article is about fast charging coming to Australia from BYD, 1 megawatt. So apparently 2026 Riz. Have you heard any more about this?
Well, what I've heard is that, BYD is investigating bringing their charging, I guess, some charge points into Europe, including the UK. And then there's a little bit more around international markets, including ours, where they're talking about it. How useful will it be? They don't really have any cars that can do that, apart from that Denza Z9 GT. I've driven the plug-in hybrid version around a car park. It feels like a large, sporty wagon, but I think the ZEEKR 7 GT is going to be a lot better. It's a little bit more comfort geared, that Z9 GT. But if it does come, if they're looking at sort of bringing the charging here, it might be outside, what do they say, around dealerships? Denza dealer network?
Yep. I mean, there can't be that many Denza dealers popping up in the next year, right, Riz? I mean, probably around the capital cities, I would think.
Well, as far as I know, there's 5 to kick off things before the end of this year.
Okay.
One in Sydney, definitely one in Melbourne, and I think one in Brisbane, and there's a couple of others. So, but I wonder if this is just a showcase of the technology, because I can't imagine customers driving back to a Denza dealer to charge a car at 1 megawatt when most people that will be able to that would be looking at a Denza product will generally be parking in their garage with a 11 or 22 kilowatt charger there. So I guess we will see. It will take them a bit of time to develop this, because they'll need battery storage for sure. Even in China, they're incorporating battery storage as part of this megawatt charging that they're rolling out. So yeah, we'll see, but not much more details on the local market yet.
How about you guys? I'll be bringing the IM6, IM5, and the ZEEKR 7X, maybe the 7 GT next year to check these out. If there's no car yet from BYD that can charge this fast. Yeah, all right. Well, at least that's something, right? But as Charles says, maybe more pointless PR. But look, it brings awareness to the brand. But we do need these cars that can charge that quick. Maybe the Semi Riz. Bring the Semi over. Give that a go.
Yeah.
Yep. Muzza says the Tang L could use 1 megawatts.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Good. And Leon says my local Bunnings has added the EV and solar with cables and chargers to buy. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good. Richard says, drove the 79 GT on windy roads near Hangzhou. It is a GT cruiser. Throttle response is terrible when thrashing around the mountains. Okay.
Oh no.
What a shame. What a shame. Plug an Atto one up to it, says Beyond EV. Nice to see you there. Yeah, that's, I hate to say it, but that's a complete waste. I mean, I don't think you can charge anywhere near that fast. What's the DC speed on that, guys? Is it 50?
60, I think 660 for the base one and maybe 80 for the premium, but definitely 60 for the base. And 11 kilowatt AC. Love the fact that it's got 11 kilowatt AC.
That's good. Very
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, done in 3 hours.
That's it.
Too funny. Now, Roland, king of ADRs. Here we go. XPENG G6 facelift refresh coming. Possibly all-wheel drive?
I know, how exciting. So it is confirmed. There is an all-wheel drive. It's obviously everyone's going to be comparing it to the ZEEKR 7X and the Model Y performance. So compared to the 7X, it is down by a good 120 kilowatts. But who knows? Maybe it has better throttle response. Maybe it drives better. I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes here. But the good news is it is the performance one for sure. So all the specs are there. It's definitely coming. And it's also got towing, because I know a lot of people are concerned or want a car that can tow. So 100% sure it is on there to say it can tow 1,500 kilograms.
Nice. I am hearing that the new XPENG G6 refresh does drive a lot better than the current one. I must admit the 7X drives much better than the current G6, so hopefully the new G6 will drive just as well as the 7X. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like.
Well, I can tell you the G7, which is what the G6 is, the new G6 is based on, definitely drives better than the current G6.
Oh, good.
So this is going to be quite a good car when it finally lands. Are we still expecting Q1 2026, gents?
Yeah, we have asked the question a couple of times of XPENG. They haven't given us a straight answer, but the website still says early 2026, right? But don't know. I mean, ADRs are here. That's a good sign. What do we normally lead time between ADRs and launch? Like 6 months, maybe?
3 to 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
6, yeah.
Okay, so maybe hopefully H1 2026. We'll see. I have to have another reunion up at Mascot in Sydney, guys.
Yeah.
If it comes. What's the best electric SUV under the LCT threshold? Wow, that's a tough call.
There's a
Very
lot of
subjective.
choice.
So many,
Mm.
honestly. Take your pick. XPENG G6, ZEEKR 7X, Tesla Model Y, IM6. There's a lot to choose from. A lot.
If you want
Yeah.
want the performance, then I guess you've got the 7X performance, you've got the Model Y performance. If you want sort of luxury mid-specs 7X, the G6, the current G6 is a reasonable car. Yeah, so many choices. Even the Deepal SO7, I think overall is a nice, comfortable car. You save quite a bit of money given where it sits under the LCT, but yeah, there's plenty of options.
Yeah,
And I think on that
SO7.
point,
Mm.
SO7, the frunk is huge.
It's massive.
Even Model Y. So I think, they undersell that. Honestly, the storage that people don't know.
And the Deepal EO7 frunk is quite big as well. I think it's got a drain plug too, actually, from memory. So it's pretty good. You can have a Deepal party. Yeah, it's a big frunk. Andrew says, I want a BEV version of the Denza B5. Yeah, that'd be good. Definitely. Is the Neo brand coming to Australia? What have we got any news on the Firefly?
Last I heard, Singapore Q1, and that was only last week. So there seems to be a little bit of a delay for whatever reason. But that's probably the closest we're going to get in terms of a right-hand drive market to us with the Firefly, unless New Zealand gets something sooner, which of course this week they have had the Dongfeng release there with the Dongfeng box that starts at the same price point as an Atto 1 or a Seagull for a short period of time because it's an introductory offer. So yeah, New Zealand is still getting some cars that we're not getting here. The Honda EN1, not saying there's, people are knocking through Honda's doors in Australia to get one of those, but at least they've got options. So yes, Neo, not much other news. Firefly was approved, I thought, with ADR.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It was. So I'm thinking first quarter 2026. Gut feel. Unless we get a Christmas present.
Otherwise, trip to Singapore. Check it out.
Yeah.
Is it Dongfeng seriously called the box? Is that for real?
Yeah, in Europe it's called the box.
The box.
Okay. And then in New Zealand it's also called the Dongfeng box.
All right.
The only difference, I guess, between that car and the Seagull is that, well, not the only difference, but one key difference from a safety point of view is that the Dongfeng box got 3 stars in the Euro NCAP, and the Atto 1 or Seagull got 5 stars.
Yeah, that's potentially a deal breaker for a lot of people, not having a 5-star NCAP. So yeah, interesting. Does New Zealand follow the NCAP, Euro NCAP? Or they use ours?
I'm not sure, actually.
Interesting. Speaking of box, John94 says XPENG G6 refresh spotted in Box Hill, Victoria. Very good.
And the X9.
And the X9. Here we go. XPENG X9. Very good. Right-hand drive too. The new one, presumably too. That'd be good, actually. X9 up against the ZEEKR 009. Against the Denza's got a big one too. What's it called?
D9.
D9.
D9, which I don't know if it's been confirmed for our market yet or not. I think it's only the B5 and the B8.
Yeah,
so
only
far.
the 2 so far. They originally said maybe the Z9 GT and the D9, but then they just scrapped that and then said we'll just bring in Land Cruiser competitors instead. So
yeah, that's the next market too. Actually, I reckon the Land Cruiser style EVs. Yeah, I remember Shanghai Auto Show was a lot of brands promoting their Land Cruiser style cars. Geely had one too. I think.
So many. It's like, and then you've got whole brands set up on the basis of that. Like a lot of the GWM's recent range is the tanks are all very tough looking, but the Denzas, or the Fengcheng Bao in China, those cars genuinely do. I think they provide so much tech. Anyone with a Land Cruiser would get in those and say, "What is this?" It's at a next level.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Now, Jim has got some interesting news because he sent me this email as well. And with NCAP and ANCAP updates in 2026, looks like vehicles without stalks and some buttons for hazard lights, etc., won't be 5 stars anymore. Interesting. So maybe that's why, Roland, you spotted Tesla selling a retrofit for the Highland Model 3 for stalks.
$850. Just go and watch Tom's video and buy the sexy stalks. You got a lot more function.
Yeah, that's about 500 Aussie. So, and yeah, you're right. You can program either side to be indicator as well. So, for those who don't like left-hand indicate, yeah. Although it is stick-on rather than like being part of the column. So that's the trade-off.
But I can't imagine owners who would have brought themselves to accept the fact that it doesn't have physical stalks to own one, and then down the track pay $850 for it.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like I personally don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah, I mean, you've convinced yourself for the last 2 years, right? Okay, I can live without it.
That's
but
right.
then I guess if you sell it, someone might go, I want a stalk. So maybe it's easy to sell, so that could be a reason to buy one. Don't know. It's a controversial topic, I know. Stalks versus no stalks, so take it.
But that's an interesting point that Jim's brought up. 2026.
Interesting, right? Very interesting. I guess that's why Model Y's got stalks now, and the new Model 3's got stalks, so stalks are back. Yeah, that's a good point. Avatar, I just saw a comment about Avatar. That should be hopefully coming to Australia, guys. That's a really nice brand.
GAC?
GAC? Is that Avatar? GAC?
No, it's separate, but that's another brand that's not
Is
fun.
Avatar confirmed?
No.
Last I heard, no. But they were testing it.
Fingers crossed then.
I know. It's a
I'll be on the
sexy car.
lookout for the ADRs.
Thank you, Roland. Yeah, Richard says the $850 for the steering stalk gets you a new wheel, clock spring, other stuff, expensive. Yep. It is expensive. Okay, yes, that's right, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. Chang'an is Avatar, correct. That's right. Got to drive those in the skid pan earlier this year. That was fun. All right, it's a quick break. We just want to quickly thank our sponsors, as always. That is Hankook Driving Emotion with their Aion tires. Thank you to PowerShop for their EV plans as well. And thank you to Carloop as well, Data-Driven Power Australia's EV revolution. And also, don't forget, we've got double passes to give away for the Everything Electric show in Melbourne this weekend. So for your chance to win, make sure you put in the chat #electric if you want a set of double passes for this weekend. Should be good. You got a pretty good chance to win. There's only 18 entries at the moment for #electric. So get those in before the end of the show. All right. Let's see. Yeah, John says $850 for Stalks is over 5 months of FSD money. Better spent and don't need indicators like BMW drivers. Speaking of which, I've got the BMW iX at the moment. And yes, I can confirm the indicators do work. They do work, and they work quite well. Now, Roland, you went to the ZEEKR showroom in Castle Hill this week.
First one, yes. And yeah, bumped into Daryl there too. Fantastic chatting to him there. It's the first one that they've opened in terms of within a retail store. So I would say potentially going to do a bit more in the future. Nothing confirmed. I'm just speculating, just so that everyone's clear. But I think retail presence is massive. Like that, the area where they had was close to the car park, and yes, they do have 4 spots that are booked there, blocked out for them, so you can actually do test drives there too. This one is also co-owned with the Parramatta dealership in Sydney. So with the 2 dealerships, they've said this location here is a full sales showroom, and then you can do your test drives there, but your servicing at this point in time is going to be back at Parramatta. So I think it's fairly good that in a shopping centre, it's not only that you can see the car, you can also test drive the car. And I've got 2 7Xs there. They've got an X and a 009. So they've literally got all of them.
That's great. I mean, Riz, I've been to Chadstone in Melbourne, having Tesla and Polestar there. I think BYD's got a presence there as well. That's very good move, I think. Having it where the people are, they're walking around, they're seeing ZEEKR, they're seeing Tesla, they're seeing Polestar. I think it's a great setup.
Yeah. The amount of people that stopped by going back to their cars to then duck in, I think they've hit the nail on the head from a marketing side of things.
Very smart. In Asia, it's all across, their shopping centers like Singapore. BYD's right there, one of the big shopping centers. China, obviously, they've got car showrooms and shopping centers. Makes sense. You may not necessarily buy it, but if you see it every day, it's that subliminal advertising, right? Just seeps into your mind like a worm. Lewis says ZEEKR opened up in Springwood in Brisbane. Good. Excellent. Good to see it. Like, you need showrooms, right? Everything's becoming online these days, but it's nothing like going to a showroom, touching the cars, asking questions. I think showrooms will never die. It's good. Now, this is interesting here. Riz's article in The Driven. $22,000 EV takes 88 seconds to have a fully charged battery. This must be a battery swap thing.
It is a battery swap thing, and it's an interesting one because, we know NIO now has done 90 million battery swaps. So it's not a trial. It's what people do. And there are days when they do over 100,000 swaps on a day, particularly around the Chinese, New Year and holidays. The interesting thing about this one is this is CATL's battery, standardized batteries. They call them the Choco Swap or the Choco battery specs. Small cars have one type of battery. Slightly larger cars that are going to need more have a different type of battery, but it's standardized depending on the type of vehicle. Faster swaps than NIO. Because NIO's one, usually you pull up at a bay next to it and the car does the backing up and then all the other things and gets its battery swapped. This, you can see the boom gate there. You drive up, it lets you in. Then you let the swapping system do what it's got to do. In this case, 88 seconds is what it took to be able to swap the battery. And this is obviously the Aion UT, which is available without battery swap. This is the battery swappable version. They call it the Aion UT Super. And when I wrote this article, there wasn't a lot of information on what it would cost if you were just buying the car and renting the battery, so battery as a service. I think those costs have come out now, and it's something ridiculous. It's like $12,000 Australian dollars for the car without the battery. So you rent the battery, and you can have swaps at these Choco Swap stations, which are approaching 1,000 Choco Swap stations within a year, and they want 3,000 by the end of next year and 30,000 by 2030. That's China speed. Pretty cool stuff in many ways. Yes, there's arguments that it won't work in Australia and the rest of it, and then that it's not standardized. But hey, I think if one company that can standardize things, that's CATL, and if it means you can buy EVs for $15,000 instead of, 30,000, and you get rid of that whole upfront cost that's stopping a lot of people from considering an electric car. It's a pretty good proposition.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, it makes sense in a subscription world where Netflix and Spotify and everything else is subscription. If you just pay for the shell of the car and then you subscribe to this battery service, you don't actually own the battery, so you don't have to worry about the degradation and all that. You'll always get a similar age battery over time. Like it's like in cricket, right? You find the box of balls, you just find the same age ball if you lose the ball. So you sort of find the same age battery, and then you sort of some of the depreciation's cut from the initial cost, which is great. So hopefully, I mean, this is certainly one direction the future could take in terms of battery technology. And 88 seconds, I mean, you'd have to stay with the car. You can't even go to the toilet. But it does give you the freedom. You can just wait there with the car and then drive off somewhere else to do whatever you want afterward, rather than having to sit with the car. So I like it.
One other quick last little bit unique point about this particular model is that it's only going to be sold online with basically like the Amazon of China, JD.com. So you can only buy this car on JD.com with a couple of clicks with this battery swap tech. So yeah, I think Tom, Roland, on our upcoming trips, we might have to check this out.
Yeah. So no showrooms. We were just talking about showrooms earlier, but here we go. We just watch this do its thing in 88 seconds. I think we can afford 88 seconds, guys, to see this in action. But I think Nia was about 3 minutes from what I saw at Shanghai
3 or
Auto
4
Show.
minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Firefly isn't compatible with a lot of the swap stations. So this is pretty cool because this is a smaller pack like the Fireflies. And basically, I think one thing they didn't mention is every time you get your first swap, you basically have a crew of paparazzi and cameramen on the other side of the swap station taking photos of you. So you basically get free publicity every time. For your first swap only.
No, Riz, that's the premium version, right? This is like basic swap. If you want the premium swap, you get the paparazzi. Too funny. That's pretty impressive, actually. And away they go. Very fast. I didn't time that, but I'm sure it was about 88 seconds. It's very cool.
There's a
it's still going. Okay, new one. Yep, sorry.
So it's battery going down, out. Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself. So maybe that was 44 seconds.
Yes.
I like how it's 88 seconds too. It's very auspicious.
I know.
Yes.
Can you imagine the benchmark when they were timing it?
The official spec is 99 seconds, so this was done in 88.
Yeah, Mark, 88 seconds is quicker than petrol, 100%. Swap and go gas cylinder. Very fast.
Imagine the ads. It'd be like buying toys for kids. Batteries not included.
Yeah,
That's right. That's very impressive. Gets thrown off the back of an Amazon truck. Not sure if I want to be in the car while it's happening. You'd have to stay with it, right? I don't know.
Neo ones you do, so yeah, I think you would have to.
Yep. And you can still charge at home, yeah, of course. I'm sure you
Yes.
can.
So yeah, 54 kilowatt hours lithium iron phosphate pack with the base level Choco. And then Lei Xing, one of the Chinese industry experts, is clearly putting it out there. 99-second swap, 777 online, 1,000 in 45 cities, 2,500, not 3,000, in 120 cities by 2026, and 30,000 long term.
Here's a good point from Donald. V8 supercars changing to EV supercars, swapping batteries. I mean, this could be the future of motorsport, electric motorsport, right? I mean, 88 seconds is not 2 or 3 seconds in Formula One, but hey, I mean, it could get faster over time. You never know, right?
Yeah, strategic battery swaps. Pit lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be robotic battery swaps, or at least robotic assisted. Having a pit crew there, just using robotic arms or whatever. Like, the future is there for motorsport. That's cool. I like that. Very good. Oh, if you don't want to drive a car, you can fly the car with XPENG's Airidge launching last week with the robot Iron robot. Now 500 k's of range. That's not bad actually. I'm a bit more comfortable with 500 k's as opposed to I think the Generation 2 that XPENG's got in Australia, which is I think 20 minutes of flight time or whatever. 500 k's. I'm a bit happier to sit in that kind of range, just in case.
Less stress, because you imagine the 20 minutes thing. You're like 10 minutes in there. You're like, oh no, let's go back.
Let's go, yeah.
I know, right? I know. What if there's like headwind or something? You're like, oh man, get me down. Yeah, they renamed their brand. It was Aero HT. Now it's Airidge. This still got the land aircraft carrier, which anybody can drive. And then this only takes 3 hours of flight training. This massive thing.
So this is this like a normal propeller plane now? Like not a drone like?
Yeah, good point. Because it looked like a drone in Hong Kong when we saw it.
It was.
Yeah, could be. You're right, actually, Riz. That's a good point. That was the original one we saw, right?
Yeah. So the photo to the left, is and those on audio that looks like a proper drone.
Yep.
And the photo to the right, which is this Airidge thing, looks more like a
prop plane. Yeah.
Yeah, prop plane.
It's about 6 props. Yep.
Mm.
What's safer, a drone or a propeller plane? I don't know. Tough call. Would you guys sit in one of these as a test if XPENG invited you? Silence.
Never say never, but I don't know. I'll fly the drone first, as in from that car. I'll fly the drone first.
You're in the aircraft carrier. Yeah, I know. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a bit of a dilemma. I probably still would. Do it for a quick drive, a quick test. 5-minute flight, just to say I've done it. But yeah, it's risky. It's risky, isn't it? I'm sure they've done lots of kilometers flight time or nautical miles.
Well, the thing is, I've never seen any videos of any of this stuff. Like they showed something in was it Dubai or somewhere else recently, and they were there showcasing and doing a demo. It was basically going up and coming back down. So I'm not sure. I'm not questioning the concept. I'm sure it works. But give us a bit more confidence on, hey, this is a test flight we have done from, I don't know, Shenzhen to Guangzhou or something.
Yeah.
And then we can get a bit more comfortable with this. But yeah, going up and coming down is
Yeah. That's one thing, right? Actual flight time is different. Yeah, Grandpa says, yep, hello, yeah, I'd fly it if they let me. Yep. Yeah, totally. I'll probably be a passenger first. I wouldn't want to fly just yet. Yeah, member for 19 months. Thanks, Grandpa, as well. Appreciate it. Now, speaking of, let's quickly just cover this. So XPENG released their AI Day, or they had the AI Day last week. Then this Iron robot, which was so realistic and the movement was so fluid that social media blew up and said, hey, that's fake. It's a human inside. So then He Xiaoping himself released a video basically cutting it open and showing, hey, there's nothing in there. It's just wires and cooling fans and whatnot. So this thing is definitely real. Well, the robot's fake, but it's a real robot. There's no human in there. It's quite impressive.
But we were at the Shanghai. This is completely different. Nothing to do with XPENG. I was at a Shanghai Auto Show, and there was another big brand that was showcasing robots, and they had robots, humanoid robots as well. And there was one which I thought was a robot, but it was actually like a Russian lady dressed inside a robot costume. And that scared the out of me because I was like, this is not expected to be moving this way.
How did you know it was a Russian lady, Riz? Did they peel her clothes open or what? How?
Well, no, the clothes were on, but it was just the face, and you can tell that.
Right.
And she moved and looked at me, and I was like, oh, this is far too real. Like, This is worse than me walking through Bonza Customs.
No, Riz, come on, you threw her off. Come on. She said, "Oh, well, Riz Actas here." Oh, wow, okay. Gave the game
I'll
away.
say is that I can understand why, and you know, in some ways, remember that event that Tesla had, that V robot, that had, what was it? The Optimus, whatever version they had, was serving popcorn and doing whatever else, and I guess people were saying
serving drinks and stuff. Yeah.
Drinks.
It was
Yes.
being controlled by humans in the background with joysticks and the rest. So, but yeah, I'm sure this is pretty real. Cool stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's legit. I'm sure XPENG will want to lose face. But I would love to see this in person, actually, to just see it with my own eyes and go, hey, okay, that's real. Hopefully press loans, guys, coming soon from XPENG. I need someone to clean my house.
House
actually.
duties. Yeah, totally.
Mow my lawn. Yeah, it'd be good to see. Now, one for Riz before we finish up. So, here we go. I might have to sell yours, Riz, and get a new one. The new Spectre is coming. No, sorry. No, this is not the Spectre. This is the Bentley. The new Bentley EV.
Bentley, yeah.
Which side of the coin do you fall? Bentley or Rolls?
Look, there's something with Rolls that you just can't get with the Bentley. But every time I see a Bentley in East Toorak, I always wonder, when is the electric one coming? So thanks, Daryl. This is the one. So I'll be on a lookout. I'll look across to my neighbors and see if they buy one of these.
And Roland will look out for that in Northwest Mossman, and I'll
Yes.
look out for it in Northeast Mossman.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Riz. The Rolls, the Spirit of Ecstasy, it just does it for me, I gotta say. But Bentley's not bad either. I'll take a Bentley note. Don't get me wrong. Too good. Yeah, Daryl says, gotta take him for a spin, and Big Frunk. Yeah, hopefully Big Frunk.
Well, Tom, all you need to do is rock up at your Bentley dealer and just accidentally play the Rolls-Royce footage on your phone. Be like, look, do you want this level of sort of content? I am a high net
This
worth.
could be you.
High net worth individual content producer.
Very high net worth. That's right. Yep. That's right. Hopefully we'll get a press car of that one too, guys. Stay tuned. And finally, unfortunately, Mevco has gone bust. The 3 Rivian R1T trucks are in Australia somewhere, guys. So hopefully they'll reach out and give one to one of us each, or one each to us. That'll be fun.
It's either that or keep a lookout for like Pickles auctions. You never know.
Yeah, that's right. Any of those auctions
could end up there.
Hey, what did I hear the other day? Grays is gone out of business, I think.
Wow.
Grays was so big for everything, anything you wanted.
I know.
So yeah, it's but yeah, if you do see one of these, let us know. Tag us. They are electric utes. They're pretty rare.
There's 3 Rivians in the country that are roadworthy. So yeah, take a photo, spot them, show it to us. We'll talk about it next time. Alrighty, gents. Speaking of next time, so next week there will be no show. So Riz and I are away next week. So we'll tell you where next week or the week after. But should be good. But we should be back the week after for the EV show. So stay good, everyone. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys then. And we might see some of you at the Everything Electric show as well. Speaking of which, let's do that giveaway now. We've got 22 entries. Hashtag electric for 5 double passes. So let's put that on the screen so you can show you guys what's happening. So here we go. Hashtag electric. Let's do the first one now. And be honest, if you've won it already, I can't remember who won it last week, but if you have, please just let me know. And we'll draw it again. So Henry Rhineschild has won the first double pass. Make sure you email me, tom@ludicrousfeed.com, to redeem your double pass for this weekend's Everything Electric show in Melbourne. Let's do the second draw. Second winner is going to be John Bentley. Congratulations, John. You are our second winner for tonight. Send me an email. Winner number 3. And Lachlan says, I will be buying the R1T. I want one so bad. Let me know if you buy one. The winner is Varun. Congratulations. Winner number 3. Let's do two more draws. Exciting stuff this weekend. Big show coming up in Melbourne. Debut, everything electric. Winner number 4 is Speedy Chicken. Great avatar. Very good. Speedy Chicken. And our final one is going to be, hopefully not me. It could be embarrassing. I just saw my name there. Adam Peck, congratulations. 5th winner for your double pass for this weekend's Everything Electric show. There we go. I agree, Daryl. Speedy Chicken is an awesome name. Very good. All right, Riz, Roland, thank you so much for your time once again. What's happening, Roland? Have you got any cars coming up?
Got an Ioniq 9 at the moment.
Ooh. I like those things.
It's a huge car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
have it for the week, and I'll enjoy driving around. So if you see me, wave. Give me a bit.
Yeah. We want to know, Roland, what you think, because I think the last time I saw you in Sydney, maybe you had the EX90.
Yes.
So want to see what that
slower.
I think it's quite comfy. Do you agree? It's quite a roomy little thing on the inside.
Like a couch,
Yeah.
like you sink in it. So if you like a couch and you want a 7-seater EV at this point in time, that's something to consider.
Yeah, I like this segment from Daryl. What is Roland? I like that.
Yeah.
We'll do that next time. What is Roland?
And it's basically South Korean Bentley.
That's right.
Looks can be subjective compared to what we saw, but yeah.
It's the Gangnam Bentley, right?
It's the Gundam, yeah.
Gangnam style. Too good. Riz, what's happening? What's happening this week? Apart from
Tomorrow
Friday,
is
of course.
the AVA conference, so
Yes.
if anyone's interested, pop in. It's near the showgrounds, and then everything electric Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So come and say hi. I've been asked to fill in some big shoes, so come to the. If you happen to be at Everything Electric on Friday, I might be doing some new car reviews and reveals. Now, Tom's doing it, I think, on Saturday from memory. So I'll be doing it on Friday. So if you happen to be around, come and say hi. And look forward to seeing those that can make it. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll see content from Tom and a couple of others to see what went down.
Should be good. Yep, definitely going to be producing something on Saturday when I'm there. So yeah, come say hi to Riz and myself over the weekend. Should be good. And thank you, Riz. Thank you, Roland. Thank you so much for your time. And thanks, everyone. Have a great week. And we shall see you all next time on the show.
Thanks all.
See you guys. Bye.